Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to tackle the East Asia. And now we are going to our first country, the North Korea. About North Korea is officially the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, or DPRK. It is a country in East Asia. It constitutes the northern half of the Korean peninsula and borders China and Russia to the north at the Yalu or Amnok and Tumen's rivers, and South Korea to the south at the Korean Demilitarized Zone or DMZ. The country's western border is formed by the Yellow Sea, while its eastern border is defined by the Sea of Japan. North Korea, like South Korea, claiming to be the sole legitimate government of the Korean peninsula and adjacent islands. Pyongyang Pyongyang is the capital and large city. Next po. And about the geography and territory of North Korea. North Korea's geography is predominantly mountainous, with about 80% of the land consisting of mountains and hills separated by deep valley. The country features a rich interior and a higher flatter plateau in the northeast known as the Kema Highlands. Key geographical features include Mount Pektu, an extinct volcano that is the highest peak on the peninsula, and the Yalu and Tumen rivers, which form parts of its borders with China and Russia, subtropical islands, and high-tech cities such as Seoul, the capital. Next po. And about their climate, North Korea has a full continental climate with long, cold winters and warm, humid summers. The climate is characterized by cold, dry winters with Siberian winds and hot, humid summers brought by the East Asian monsoon. Spring and autumn are mild, transitional seasons, while most of the country receives about 40 inches of precipitation annually, with most of its falling between June and September. And for their tourist destination, we have top four. Number one is Pyongyang, two is Panmunjom or Korean Demilitarized Zone, number three is Mount Pektu, and number four is Wonsan and Mount Kumgang. Next slide, please. And going back to Pyongyang, Pyongyang is the capital and the largest city of North Korea, located on the Taedong River in the western part of the country. It is a major center of government and culture, with attractions like the Joint Tower and the Arc of Triumph, and is home to institutions such as Kim Il-sung University. The city has a history dating back nearly 3,000 years and served as the capital of the Asian Taedonggang civilization. Next slide. DMZ or Panmunjom Korean Demilitarized Zone. Panmunjom is a village located within the Demilitarized Zone or DMZ that served as the site of the Joint Security Area or JSA, where negotiations between North and South Korea take place, while the DMZ is a 4 km wide buffer zone separating the two Koreas. Panmunjom is its most famous point, situated along the Military Demarcation Line or MDL and known for the distinctive blue conference buildings that straddle the border. Ayan, dito nakikita ang North at South Korea para dun sa mga private things na need nilang pag-usapan. Kaya siya naging famous. Next. Ayan, for their mountains naman, the Mount Pektu. So, Pektu Mountain or Baekdu Mountain is an active stratovolcano on Chinese-North Korean border. In China, it is known as the Changbai Mountain. It's 2,744 meter and 9,003 feet. It is called mountain in North Korea and northeast China, and the tallest mountain of the Baekdu-daegan and Changbai mountain range. The highest peak, called Janggun Peak, belongs to North Korea. The mountain notably has a caldera that contains a large crater lake called Heaven Lake, and is also the source of the Songhwa, Tumen, and Yalu rivers. Korean and Manchu people assign a mythical quality to the mountain and its lake, and consider the mountain to be their ancestral homeland. Next po, and last, the Wonsan and Mount Kumgang. Mount Kumgang is essential to visit in North Korea. Yang Wonsan is a coastal city in North Korea, and Mount Kumgang is a nearby scenic mountain known for its natural beauty and cultural significance, which includes temples and a UNESCO World Heritage Site status. The two are often visited together with Wonsan serving as a key stop on the way to the mountain and offering its own attraction like fresh seafood and the Yulin Falls. The Wonsan Man Kumgang area is being developed as a major tourist zone. And ayan, tinatawag din itong Diamond Mountain. Next. So, So, what North Korea is famous for? North Korea is known for its strict authoritarian rule, which includes a severe cult of personality around ruling Kim family. It is also famous for its nuclear weapons program, large military, and significant international isolation. Culturally, the country is known for its massive mass games, performances, and propaganda while being officially communist and following a military first policy. So ayan, alam naman natin na authoritarian yung nila leader nila dito. Tapos alam din natin na parang hindi talaga pwedeng pumasok yung mga taga-ibang bansa basta super higpit ganun. Pag pumasok ka doon without ah sige hayan. For their culture naman, North Korean dance includes both traditional folk dances and mass synchronized performances, the latter being a key part of country's state-sponsored culture and propaganda. Traditional dances includes the Salpuri, or spirit cleansing dance, and Bunchemchung, pandams, pandans, mass performances such as those at the Mayday Stadium, features thousands of participants in highly synchronized routines to promote collectivism and national ideology. Another one is the North Korea traditional includes reverence for leaders, with strong political and state-sponsored festivals like the Day of the Sun, Kim Il-sung's birthday, and traditional customs like ancestor veneration during holidays such as Lunar New Year and Chuseok culturally. There is a focus on national unity, often seen in mass events like parades and mass games, as well as a continued, albeit diminished, respect for elders, traditional values like those from Confucianism, Buddhism, and shamanism. And for North Korea, famous food number one is injo, gogibap, and Pyongyang cold noodles. For injo gogibap, literally translating as rice with artificial meat, injo gogibap is made of rice and kimchi, soybean paste, and soybean oil, and made by wrapping steamed rice in the skin of leftover soybean paste, covered with a generous dollop of chili sauce. Next, please. And another one is Pyongyang cold noodles, known locally as naengmyeon. These bucket wheat noodles served with thinly sliced portion of chicken, pork and or beef, egg and other toppings in a refreshingly cold and light broth are typically served during weddings and special occasion. So ayan, dito naman 'di ba parang normally ang kinakain nating noodles is mainit gano'n. And siguro kaya siya parang naging isa sa famous food nila is because of the ice. Kasi nga malamig na noodles iyon. Eh, ngayon tayo bilang mga Pilipino, hindi tayo sanay ng malamig yung noodles natin. Mas gusto natin na kinakain yun ng ng mainit ganan. Pero sa kanila gusto nila malamig. So ayan, next tayo. Yan, for their iconic people, number one is Kim Jong-un, another is Kim Il-sung, and the last is Sum Yong-mon. For Kim Jong-un also romanized as Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un or Kim Jong-un is the supreme leader of North Korea, the son of Kim Jong-il and the grandson of Kim Il-sung. He has held the titles of the First Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, the Chairman of the Central Military Commission, First Chairman of the National Defense Commission of North Korea, the Supreme Commander of the Korean People's Army, and also a Presidium member of the Politburo of the Workers' Party of Korea. So ayan, ito yung current na leader ng North Korea and super higpit niya talaga. Yun. Next. For Kim Il-sung also romanized as Kim Il-sung was the leader of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, commonly referred to as North Korea from its establishment in 1948 until his death in 1994. He held the post of Prime Minister from 1948 to 1972 and President from 1972 to his death. He was also the leader of the Workers' Party of Korea from 1949 to 1994. He invaded South Korea in 1950 and almost succeeded in overrunning the entire peninsula but for UN intervention. And last, Sun Myung-moon. Sun Myung-moon was a Korean religious leader, business magnate, and media mogul, a self-proclaimed messiah. Moon was the founder of the Unification Church and of its widely noted blessing or mass wedding ceremony. For North Korea visa requirements, for North Korea travel, your Philippine passport should be valid for at least 6 months beyond your stay. Visa is handled separately. You'll get a document or booklet instead of a passport or stamp. Passport is passport is stamped at entry, held by officials, and returned with a departure stamp when you leave. Check visa requirements for transit countries, example is China, and book with an approved tour agency to arrange travel plans and visa. Submit passport, submit passport photo, passport copy, and visa application form. Sign terms and agreement with the agency, and agency handles visa approval and books trip via China, Russia, or by airport or train. So ayan, thank you po.
Next country is South Korea. Next slide, please. About South Korea. South Korea is an East Asian nation on the southern half of the Korean peninsula. It shares one of the world's most heavily militarized borders with North Korea. It's equally known for its green, hilly countryside dotted with cherry trees and centuries-old Buddhist temples, plus its coastal fishing villages, subtropical islands, and high-tech cities such as Seoul, which is the capital of South Korea. Next slide. Thank you. For the climate, South Korea has four distinct seasons: a cold, dry winter, a hot, humid summer with a monsoon season, and pleasant, mild spring and autumn. The climate is continental, meaning there are significant temperature differences between winter and summer, with the north and interior regions being colder than the south and coast. Next po. Thank you. Now moving on to geography and territory, South Korea is a country on the southern half of the Korean peninsula, bordered by North Korea to the north, the Yellow Sea to the west, the Sea of Japan or East Sea to the east, and the Korea Strait to the south. About 70% of its territory is mountainous, with narrow coastal plains in the east and border plains in the west and south. It covers approximately 100,410 square kilometers or 38,768 square miles and includes around 3,000 islands off its coast. Next slide. Here are the top 4 tourist destinations. Next slide po. First one is the Gyeongbokgung Palace. It is a formal royal palace in Seoul, established in 1395. It was the first royal palace of the Joseon dynasty and is now one of the most significant tourist attractions in the country. The palace was among the first landmarks to be established in Seoul. Next po. Next one is the Bukchon-hanok village. It is a residential neighborhood in Jongno district and it has many restored traditional Korean houses called hanok. This has made it a popular tourist destination. The area contains many hanok that date to the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Next slide po. Next one is the N Seoul Tower, or officially the YTN Seoul Tower, and also known as the Namsan Tower, is a communication and observation tower located on the summit of Namsan in central Seoul. The 236-meter tall structure marks the second highest point in Seoul and is considered a local landmark. Next po. Myeongdong is a shopping area packed with international fashion brands, luxury department stores, and homegrown cosmetic shops. Casual eateries offer Korean dumplings and ginseng chicken soup, while street vendors sell Japanese and Thai snacks. Shows mixing folk music and drama are staged at the Myeongdong Nanta Theater. Nearby 19th century Myeongdong Cathedral features a Gothic-style bell tower. Next slide po. What is South Korea famous for? South Korea is famous for its global pop culture phenomenon known as the Korean Wave or Hallyu, which includes K-pop music, Korean dramas, and cinema. It is also known for its rapidly modernizing cities and high-tech infrastructure, combined with a rich history featuring ancient palaces and traditions. Additionally, South Korea is recognized for its delicious food such as Korean barbecue and its advanced technology and beauty industry. Next slide po. For the culture, South Korea culture is a blend of traditional Confucian values and modern innovation characterized by a strong emphasis on family, respect for elders, and hard work. It's a collective culture that values group harmony alongside individual achievement and is known for its unique traditions in areas like food, clothing, and language or Hangul. Contemporary culture is also defined by its globally popular Korean Wave or Hallyu, which includes K-pop and television dramas. Next slide po. Here are some of the traditions that are practiced in South Korea. Next slide po. First one is the Chuseok. It is a major Korean harvest festival celebrated for 3 days around the 15th day of the eighth month of the lunisolar calendar. It is a time for families to gather, give thanks for a bountiful harvest, and pay respects to ancestors through rituals like food offerings and grave visits. Traditional foods like songpyeon rice cakes are a central part of the celebration rather. Next slide po. Solal is a Korean traditional festival and national holiday commemorating the first day of the Korean lunisolar calendar. It is one of the most important traditional holidays for ethnic Koreans, being celebrated in both North and South Korea, as well as Korean diaspora all around the world. Next slide po. Now, here are some of the famous foods in South Korea. Next po. First one is kimchi. Kimchi is a traditional Korean side dish consisting of salted and fermented vegetables, often most often napa cabbage or Korean radish. A wide selection of seasonings are used including gochugaru, spring onions, garlic ginger, and jeotgal. Kimchi is also used in a variety of soup and stews. Next po. Bibimbap. It is served as a bowl of warm white rice topped with namul and gochujang. Egg and sliced meat are common additions stirred together thoroughly just before eating. The term bibim means mixing and bap is cooked rice. Next slide. Here are some of the most iconic people in South Korea. Next po. Next slide po. Yeah. Psy or Park Chae-sang, or better known as Psy, is a South Korean rapper, singer, songwriter, and record producer. He has received numerous accolades, including an American Music Award, a World Music Award, 10 Mama Awards, and the Okwan Order of Cultural Merit. He is the founder of the talent agency P Nation and is most known for his smash hit Gangnam Style. Next slide po. Jennie Kim, known mononymously as Jennie or by the stage name Jennie Ruby Jane, is a South Korean singer, rapper, songwriter, and actress. Born in South Korea, she moved to New Zealand in 2004 and returned to South Korea to successfully audition for YG Entertainment in 2010. She was born on January 16, 1996, which makes her 29 years old, in Cheongdam-dong, Gangnam District, Seoul, South Korea. She is a main rapper and lead vocalist for the group Blackpink. Next po. Lee Sang-hyuk, born May 7, 1996, better known as Faker, is a South Korean professional League of Legends player. Debuting in 2013, he has played as the mid laner for T1 or formerly SK Telecom T1 for his entire career. He has won a record of 10 League of Legends champions in Korea or LCK titles, 2 mid-season invitational or MSI titles, and a record of 6 World Championship titles. Faker is widely regarded as Faker is widely regarded as the greatest League of Legends player in history and has drawn comparison analogizing him to basketball player Michael Jordan for his esports success. Next slide po. Here are the visa requirements for South Korea. First one is the visa application form, duly completed and signed. The passport should be original and valid for at least 6 months beyond your intended departure date. It must have at blank page. The passport size photo is one recent photo with a white background, which is 35 by 45. The passport copy, a photocopy of the biodata page of your passport, the visa or stamps, photocopies of valid visas and entry stamps to OECD member countries for the past 5 years, if applicable. The bank certificate must be original and include account name, number, type, current balance, account, opening date, and 6-month average daily balance or ADB. The bank statement must also be original or a certified true copy of your bank statements for at least 3 months. The ITR or income tax return, a copy of your BIR Form 2316 for business owners, proof of casual tax payments is needed in addition to the BIR tax payment certificate. For employed individuals, a certificate of employment stating your position, salary, and period of employment. The certificate must include the contact details of the HR department. For business owners, the business permits of proof of actual tax payment, and for professionals, a copy of your PRC or IBP card. For minors, depending on the situation, parents' bank certificates and ITRs, NSO birth certificates, and marriage contracts may be required. If personally invited, an invitation letter written in Korean and a photocopy of the inviter's passport or identification card. For COVID-19, please check the latest travel advisories as requirements can change without prior notice. Now, the processing time, check with the embassy or accredited travel agencies for the current processing time. Next slide po. Now, let's move on to China. Next slide. With a population exceeding 1.4 billion, it is the second most populous country after India, representing 17% of the world population. China borders 14 countries by land across an area of 9.6 million square kilometers or 3,700,000 square miles, making it the third largest country by area. The country is divided into 33 province level divisions, 22 provinces, 5 autonomous regions, 4 municipalities, and 2 semi-autonomous special administrative regions. Beijing is the capital, while Shanghai is the most populous city by urban area and largest financial center. Next slide. The climate. For, for China's climate, the east, south, and southwest are generally warm, humid, and rainy, and the north is usually dry and windy. The Yangtze River is the dividing line between North and South China, and the climate varies from bitter cold in winter to unbearable heat in summer. Next slide po. For geography and territory, China's geography is defined by a vast territory of about 9.6 million square kilometers in East Asia, characterized by a terrain that descends from west to east. Its territory features diverse landscapes including the Tibetan Plateau in the west, mountainous and hilly regions, fertile plants, fertile plains, and deltas in the east and south, and deserts and basins in the north. The country has a long continental coastline of about 18,000 to 32,000 kilometers and a land border with 14 countries. Next slide. Now here are some of the 4 most popular tourist destinations in China. Next slide po. First one is the Great Wall of China. It is a series of fortifications in China. They were built across the historical northern borders of ancient Chinese states and Imperial China as protection against the various nomadic groups from the Eurasian steppe. The first walls date to 7th century BC. These were joined together in the Qin dynasty. Successive dynasties expanded the wall system. The best known sections were built by the Ming dynasty from 1368 to 1644. Next slide. Next slide. Okay. The Bund most commonly refers to the historic waterfront area in Shanghai, China. Famous for its 19th and 20th century architecture and skyline views of the Pudong district across Huangpu River. It can also refer to the General Jewish Labor Bund, a former political party or a general term for an embankment or quay, particularly in the Far East. Next slide po. The Forbidden City is the Imperial Palace complex in the center of Imperial City in Beijing, China. It was the residence of 24 Ming and Qing dynasty emperors and the center of political power in China for over 500 years from 1420 to 1924. The palace is now administered by the Palace Museum as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Forbidden City is arguably the most famous palace in all of Chinese history and is the largest preserved royal palace complex still standing in the world. Next slide po. The last one is Emperor Qin Shi Huang's Mausoleum Site Museum, also known as the Terracotta Army, is a UNESCO World Heritage in Xi'an, China, that contains the famous collection of terracotta sculptures buried with China's first emperor to protect him in the afterlife. The museum includes pits with thousands of terracotta soldiers, acrobats, and civil officials, as well as the Museum of Qin terracotta warriors and horses, which displays other artifacts like the bronze chariots and horses. It is built on the original site of the discovery and is a major archaeological and cultural attraction. Next slide po. What is China famous for? China is famous for its historical sites like the Great Wall and Terracotta Army, rich cultural traditions such as martial arts and cuisine, and iconic landmarks like the Forbidden City and the Shanghai skyline. It is a mega-diverse country and has 60 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. It is also known for significant pass. Next slide po. For culture, Chinese culture is a blend of ancient traditions and modernity, heavily influenced by Confucianism, which emphasizes family, hierarchy, and harmony. Key aspects include a strong sense of respect for elders, importance of social harmony and faith, or honor and reputation, and diverse religions practices like Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. Traditional festivals, ancient inventions like paper and the compass, and a unique approach to etiquette, particularly dining, are also central to the culture. Next slide po. Here are some of the traditions which are practiced in China. Next slide po. First one is the Chinese New Year, or also known as the Spring Festival, which marks the beginning of a new year on the traditional lunisolar Chinese calendar. It is one of the most important holidays in Chinese culture and was placed on the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity list in 2024. Marking the end of winter and the beginning of spring, this festival takes place from Chinese New Year's Eve or the evening preceding the first day of the year to the Lantern Festival held on the 15th day of the year. The first day of Chinese New Year falls on the new moon that appears between 21 of January and 20th of February. Next slide. The Dragon Boat Festival is a traditional Chinese holiday that occurs on the fifth day of the fifth month of the Chinese calendar, which corresponds to the late May or early June in the Gregorian calendar. The holiday commemorates Chu Yuan, who was the beloved Prime Minister of Southern Chinese state of Chu during the Warring States period, about 600 BC to 200 BC, and is celebrated by holding dragon boat races and eating sticky rice dumplings called zhongji, which were southern Chinese traditions. Dragon Boat Festival integrates praying for good luck and taking respite from the summer heat. Next slide po. Here are some of the famous foods in China. Next slide. The first one is dim sum. Dim sum is a style of Chinese cuisine consisting of small bite-sized dishes, including dumplings, steamed buns, and other savory or sweet items, typically served in family style with tea. It's a popular brunch time meal where a variety of dishes are shared among dinners, with the name dim sum literally translating touch to the heart. Next po. Fried rice is a dish of cooked rice that has been stir-fried in a wok or a frying pan and is usually mixed with other ingredients such as eggs, vegetables, seafood, or meat. It is often eaten as a main dish or as an accompaniment to another dish. Fried rice is a popular component of East Asian, Southeast Asian, and certain Southeast Asian cuisines. As a homemade dish, fried rice is typically made with ingredients left over from other dishes, leading to countless variations. Fried rice first developed during the Sui dynasty in China. Next po. Here are some of the most iconic people in China. Next po. Bruce Lee was a Hong Kong American martial artist, actor, and filmmaker. He was the founder of Jeet Kune Do, a hybrid martial arts philosophy which was formed from Lee's experience in unarmed fighting and self-defense, as well as electric, Zen Buddhist, and Taoist philosophies, as a new school of martial arts thought. Next po. Jackie Chan, or Fang Shilong, who is known professionally as Jackie Chan, is a Hong Kong martial artist, actor, and filmmaker, known for his slapstick acrobatic fighting style, comic timing, and innovative stunts, which he typically performs himself. With a film career spanning more than 60 years, he is regarded as one of the most iconic and influential martial artists in the history of cinema. Films in which he has appeared have grossed over $6 billion worldwide. Next po. Wang Hedi, also known as Dylan Wang, is a Chinese actor and singer. He is most known for his role as Dao Mingsi in his acting debut Meteor Garden, and since then, Dylan has starred in many successful films which makes him an icon to the youth. Next po. Next. Visa requirements. For China's visa requirements, the valid passports, you need to ensure your passport has at least 6 months of validity beyond your intended stay in China. For visa application form, this form must be accurately and completely filled out online through the official Chinese Visa Application Service Center website. For recent photograph, provide two identical passport size photos with a white background. Proof of financial stability, bank statements from the recent months demonstrating sufficient funds to cover travel expenses, proof of employment or travel or business ownership, travel itinerary, a detailed travel itinerary including flight bookings, round trip, hotel reservations, and planned activities. This itinerary should demonstrate a clear purpose and timeline for your visit. Invitation letter, or if it's applicable, if you are visiting a Chinese citizen or organization, an invitation letter from the host is required. Online application, complete the online application form on the official website. For schedule appointment, book an appointment at the Chinese Visa Application Service Center in Manila. For document submission, submit all required documents in person at the Visa Application Center. For visa fee payment, pay the applicable visa fees in cash or credit card or by credit card. For visa processing, allow sufficient processing time for your visa application. Next slide. For visa validity, the validity and duration of the stay vary depending on the visa type and individual circumstances. For travel insurance, consider purchasing travel insurance that covers medical emergencies and trip cancellations. For entry and exit requirements, familiarize yourself with China's entry and exit regulations, including customs and quarantine procedures. That's all. Thank you.
Now, let's proceed to Taiwan. Ayan. Taiwan is an island in East Asia located off the coast of mainland China and part of a chain of islands stretching from Japan to Indonesia. It is bordered by the East China Sea to the north, the Pacific Ocean to the east, and the Bashi Channel to the south, and the Taiwan Strait to the west. The island's interior is largely mountainous, with the Chongyang Range running along its north-south axis. The western part of Taiwan consists of plains and tablelands where most of the farmland and population are located. Taiwan is densely populated and highly developed in terms of economics, technology, and transport. It, its people are highly educated and well-traveled. Nonetheless, exotic cultures thrive throughout the island, and breathtakingly unspoiled scenery can be found in its mountainous interior. Until recently, Taiwan was thought of mainly as a destination for business people. However, thanks to its blend of Chinese tradition and modern influences, not to mention its fabulous ecologic treasures and exceptionally friendly people, is won a place in the hearts of many outsiders. Next is their climate. Taiwan's climate is subtropical, except for the very southern part of the island, which is tropical. Summers are long and hot, lasting from April or May to September or October. The winters are short and mild, although snow does fall in the mountains and occasionally at lower elevations in the north. The mean annual high temperature on the island is 70 Celsius Fahrenheit or 21 Celsius degree. Elevation makes a considerable difference in the temperature in the winter. Though it is not much of a factor in the summer, the warm Japan current, which flows northward to the east of Taiwan, moderates the island's temperature. Taiwan does not experience tornadoes, which are common on the mainland. However, it is affected by typhoons or tropical cyclones from late summer to early fall that are among the strongest in the world. Taiwan's typhoons can inflict considerable damage to crops and sometimes cause severe flooding. Next is the Taiwan's geography and territory. Taiwan is an island in East Asia located off the coast of mainland China and part of a chain of islands stretching from Japan to Indonesia. It is bordered by the East Asia Sea to the north, naulit to, to the north, to the east rather, the Bashi Channel to the south, and Taiwan Strait to the west. The island's interior is largely mountainous, with the Chongyang Range running along its north axis. Taiwan's geography also features several harbors along its western coastline, with a few exceptions on the northeast and northern tips of the island. Taiwan's territory is situated in the West Pacific between Japan and the Philippines. Its jurisdiction extends to the archipelagos of Penghu, Kinmen, and Matsu, as well as numerous other islets. The total area of Taiwan and its outlying island is around 36,197 square kilometers, at about the size of the Netherlands, but with a population of some 23 million. Taiwan is more populous than three-quarters of the world's nations. Next is the famous tourist attractions. Here are the top 4 tourist attractions in Taiwan. Number 1 is Taipei 101. Taipei 101 is one of Taiwan's most iconic landmarks and a world-famous tourist attraction located in Xinyi District, Taipei City. Standing 508 meters tall, it was once the tallest building in the world from 2004 to 2010. The skyscraper is an architectural and engineering marvel that symbolizes Taiwan's rapid modernization and cultural pride. The building features 101 floors above ground and 5 below, combining traditional Asian design elements with cutting-edge technology. Its shape resembles a bamboo stalk, symbolizing growth and resilience in Chinese culture. Visitors can explore the observation decks on the 89th and 21st floors, offering breathtaking panoramic views of Taipei and beyond. Inside, The Taipei 101 houses a luxury shopping mall, fine dining restaurants, and one of the world's fastest elevators, which travels from the 5th to the 89th floor in just 37 seconds. A highlight is the massive Toon mass damper, a 660-ton steel ball that stabilizes the towers during typhoons and earthquakes, showcasing Taiwan's engineering excellence. Next is the Taroko Gorge. Taroko Gorge, located in Taroko National Park on Taiwan's east coast, is one of the country's most famous and breathtaking natural attractions. Carved by the Liwu River, the gorge is known for its towering marble cliffs, deep valleys, and crystal blue streams. The name Taroko means magnificent and beautiful in the language of Chuku indigenous people who originally inhabited the area. This scenic wonder offers visitors a mix of nature, culture, and adventure. Popular spots include the Swallow Grotto, Yinziku, Eternal Spring Shrine or Changchun Shrine, and Shakadang Trail, each showcasing spectacular rock formations and cultural landmarks. The gorge is also home to rich biodiversity, ancient temples, and indigenous heritage, making it both a spiritual and ecological treasure of Taiwan. Taroko Gorge symbolizes the harmony between natural beauty and human resilience, attracting millions of tourists for hiking, sightseeing, and cultural immersion, a must-see destination that represents Taiwan's wild and majestic landscape. Third is the Sun Moon Lake. Sun Moon Lake, located in Nantou County, central Taiwan, and the largest natural lake in the country and one of its most or famous tourist destinations. The lake gets its name from its unique shape. The eastern side resembles the sun, while the western side resembles a crescent moon. It is surrounded by lush mountains, creating stunning scenery that changes with the seasons. The area is home to the Tao tribe, one of the Taiwan's indigenous people, adding cultural depth through local traditions, crafts, and cuisines. Tourists can enjoy boat cruises, cycling around the lake, cable car rides, and visits the landmarks such as the Wenbu Temple, Sian Pagoda, and the Sun Moon Lake Ropeway. The annual Sun Moon Lake International Swimming Carnival is another highlight that draws thousands of participants. Sun Moon Lake is celebrated for its natural beauty, cultural heritage, and recreational activities, making it as a must-visit destination that showcases the harmony between Taiwan's nature and culture. And lastly, the Kaohsiung. Kaohsiung is a dynamic coastal metropolis located in southern Taiwan, known for its thriving port, cultural diversity, and beautiful landscape. As Taiwan's third largest city, Kaohsiung has transformed from a industrial center into a vibrant destination that blends creativity, nature, and modern urban living. With warm weather throughout the year, the city offers a relaxed yet lively atmosphere that attracts both local and international tourists. Next, one of the Kaohsiung's defining features is the Kaohsiung's harbor, one of Asia's busiest and most important shipping ports. Its presence shaped the city's historical development, turning into a major trade, transportation, and industrial center. In recent years, however, Kaohsiung has lifted toward arts, tourism, and green urban development, earning recognition for its wide parks, bike-friendly roads, and revitalized waterfronts. Kaohsiung is also home to a diverse population composed of Hoklo Taiwanese, Hakka communities, and indigenous groups, giving the city a rich cultural tapestry. Festivals, temple rituals, and music events are the traditional dance performances regularly seen throughout the year. Despite being a major city, Kaohsiung is known for its welcoming people and easygoing lifestyle, making it one of Taiwan's most comfortable places to live and visit. Next is, what is Taiwan's famous for? Taiwan is famous for its advanced semiconducting manufacturing, particularly the production of chips by companies like the SMC. It is also celebrated for its vibrant night markets and popular culinary scene, which includes items like bubble tea, beef noodle soup, and pineapple cake. Additionally, the country is known for its striking natural landscape and major landmarks such as Taroko Gorge and Taipei 101. Next is their culture. Taiwan's culture may be described as traditional and conservative, like most other Asian culture, but to greater degree. It is mainly Chinese in origin and is patriarchal and patrilineal, with the family at the center of cultural activities. The society is hierarchical and class-oriented, through it as egalitarian in the sense that one has the opportunity to advance socially through education. In theory, at the top of the traditional social ladder were the scholars, followed by peasants, workers, merchants, and soldiers. Merchants often bought into the scholarly class. Soldier rose in class status during the times of invasion war. However, has also been influenced by traditional Japanese culture, which was more clan-oriented and feudal and gave high status to the military, traditional the samurai class. It has also been influenced by the culture of Aboriginal people, which is the tribe-oriented, because of the less settled environment in Taiwan. The Chinese who migrated there placed more importance on security and on business and less on education. The people of Taiwan highly regard their culture and like to advertise. The government also considered support for cultural activities to be one of its important roles. After 1945, that took the form of eradicating Japanese cultural elements and promoting Chinese ones instead. Next, these are the traditions of Taiwan. First is the Atayal dance. The Atayal or young girl dance. Their tribe and origin, the Atayal are one of Taiwan's major indigenous tribe known for their bravery, weaving, and facial tattoo traditions. Their meaning and purpose is the symbolizes of youth, beauty, and the connection between nature and community. The dance style is usually performed by female dancers in traditional Atayal costumes featuring red patterns and bead ornaments. The dance expresses grace, hospitality, and pride in the Atayal identity. Movements are often gentle but rhythmic, showing the elegance and strength of the Atayal woman. The cultural role this dance is commonly showed during festival, harvest celebrations, and cultural exchange events to honor Atayal heritage. The next one is the Naruan dance song. The song title is Naruan, which means welcome or hello in the Amis indigenous language. The tribe and origin, the Amis tribe, the largest indigenous group in Taiwan. The meaning of this is the Ruan song is a song of welcome, friendship, and unity. It invites everyone, locals and visitors alike, to celebrate together and in peace and joy. The dance style of Naruan is usually performed in groups, forming a circle symbolizing equality and community. Dancers move hand in hand, swaying and stepping in rhythm to the beat. It's often performed with the song Naruan Welcome to Taiwan, which blends traditional Ames melody with modern pop rhythm. Their cultural role is symbolize Taiwan hospitality and are often presented in tourism promotions and national events. Now let's proceed to Taiwan's food, best the famous food in Taiwan. First one is the Taiwanese beef noodle soup. Taiwanese beef noodle soup is a rich, savory, and aromatic dish often considered the national dish of Taiwan. It consists of tender, slow braised beef, chewing with noodles, a deeply flavored broth and is typically garnished with blanched greens and pickled mustard greens. The dish history is closely tied to the post-Chinese Civil War era. Kuomintang soldiers from various mainland Chinese provinces, particularly in Sichuan, brought their noodles tradition to Taiwan after 1949. Beef consumption was initially uncommon in Taiwan due to our cultural respect for oxen as farm animals. But the dish involved using available ingredients including canned beef from US and quickly spread from military communities to become a national favorite. It is a significant part of Taiwanese heritage and joy where everywhere from humble street stalls and night market to high-end restaurants. The annual Taipei International Beef Noodle Festival highlights its status as a culinary icon. The next one is bubble tea. Bubble tea is a Taiwanese drink created in the 1980s, known for blending tea, milk or fruit, and a chewy tapioca pearls called boba. It originated in cities like Taichung and Tainan and has since become a global phenomenon and an icon of Taiwanese culture with variations including brown sugar, fruit teas, and cheese foam. Bubble tea beverage combining tea, milk, and bubbles chewing gelatinous candies made of tapioca or fruit jelly. Bubble tea is a favorite in its homeland of Taiwan and is now popular worldwide. The tea contains abundant antioxidants and helps promote metabolic functions, make it an efficacious drink for dieters. The addition of milk, while providing calcium and protein, might reduce the healthfulness of the drink in terms of fats and sugars, although the milk need to be dairy. However, standard boba contain high quantities of sugar and starch. Recognizing this, many vendors offer sugar-free varieties. Bubble tea can be made at home, but Taiwanese generally purchase it as an after-school or after-work treat from tea shops or street vendors. Now, let's proceed to the Taiwanese iconic people. The first one is Ang Lee. Ang Lee is a world-famous Taiwanese film director, producer, and screenwriter. He is known for creating movies that beautifully blend Eastern and Western cultures, exploring human emotions, identity, and family relationships. His early films such as The Wedding Banquet in 1993 and Eat Drink Man Woman in 1994 gained international attention for their heartfelt storytelling about Taiwanese family life. He achieved global fame with Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in 2000, which won 4 academic awards including Best Foreign Language Film. Lee also won the Academy Award for Best Director twice for Brokeback Mountain in 2009 and Life of Pi in 2012. His movies are known for their emotional depth, visual beauty, and cross-cultural storytelling. He has inspired many Asian and international filmmakers to create meaningful global cinema. Next one. Next one is the Barbie Hsu. Barbie Hsu is a Taiwanese actress, singer, and television host. She first became popular as part of the sister duo ASOS with her younger sister D Xiao or Xiao S, where they hosted variety shows in 1990s. She rose to international fame for her leading role as Shan Chai in the hit Taiwanese drama Meteor Garden in 2001, a series that spread the Asian drama wave across Asia and beyond. Her success in Meteor Garden made her a pop culture icon and one of the Taiwan's best-known celebrities. Barbie Hsu is admired for her beauty, fashion sense, and acting talent. She helped popularize Taiwanese dramas throughout Asia. She remains a symbol of early 2000s Asia pop culture and continues to be active in media and fashion. Then the last one is Jay Chou. Yeah. Jay Chou is a Taiwanese singer, songwriter, music producer, and actor, often called the king of Manda Pop or Mandarin Pop. He rose to fame in 2000 with his debut album Jade, which mixed pop, R&B, rap, and traditional Chinese music, creating a new sound that changed the Asian music scene. Jay Chou has won numerous Golden Melody Awards, the Taiwanese equivalent of the Grammys. He is known for blending modern pop with Chinese cultural elements and inspiring a new generation of artists. His concerts are massive events across Asia, and he remains one of the most influential Asian musicians of the 21st century. Beside music, Chow has acted in Hollywood films like The Green Hornet, created the fashion brand called Fantasy, and runs a music talent agency like JVR Music. Then the last part is the Taiwan visa requirements. Filipino nationals can enter Taiwan without a visa for up to 14 days. This visa-free program has been extended until July 31, 2026. A valid passport with at least 6 months validity from date of entry. Round-trip ticket or an onward ticket to another country plus visa for that next country if needed. Proof of accommodation such as hotel booking or the contact information of host sponsor in Taiwan. Fill out an arrival card which present to immigration in Taiwan. The 14-day stay under visa-free is not extendable. The visa-free only applies to tourism, business, visiting relatives, transit, events, and etc. It does not cover working or study. People who want to stay for more than 14 days or for purposes like study or work must apply for a visa through TECO or Taipei Economic and Cultural Office. Some passport types, especially the diplomatic service, may not qualify for the visa-free entry. That's all po. Thank you.
Now, let's talk about the country of Japan. Next po. The Japanese archipelago consists of 4 large islands and 14,121 minor islands. The country is divided into 47 administrative prefectures and 8 traditional regions, with over 75% of the land being mountainous and densely forested, concentrating agriculture and a highly urbanized population along its eastern coastal plains. As of 2025, it has a population of more than 123 million, making it the 11th most populated country. Tokyo serves as the country's capital and largest metropolis. Next po. Climate. Spring is praised from March to May for its pleasant temperatures and breathtaking cherry blossoms that grace the landscape with vivid pink and white hues. The Chuyu or plum rain opens the summer season, which lasts from June to August. It is hot and muggy, with subtropical temperatures in southern places like Okinawa and milder weather in northern regions like Hokkaido. The fall season, which lasts from September to November, is beloved for its crisp skies, pleasant temperatures, and vibrant foliage that enhances the nation's natural host. Winter in Japan, which lasts from December to February, differs greatly by location. While southern regions stay relatively temperate, northern regions have a lot of snowfall that is perfect for skiing and snowboarding. Next po. Here's some famous tourist spot in Japan. We have Tokyo Disney Resort, Fushimi Inari Shrine, Mount Fuji, and Hirishima Castle. Sorry. So let's start to Tokyo Disney Resort. Next po. Tokyo Disney Resort. It is among the top family attractions in Tokyo since it's no secret that children like Disney. From the Enchanted Castle to the numerous themed rides to the well-known characters strolling through the park, this exciting place has everything you could possibly want. 4 hours of non-stop fun, kids can spin in teacups, ride the railroad, go on a jungle cruise, and play at arcades. Insider tip if you are a visitor to check the event schedule before planning a trip to Tokyo Disneyland. They usually hold parades and unique shows, making the visit even more enjoyable. Tokyo Disneyland is open daily from 8 o'clock a.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. Next po. Second one is Fushimi Inari Shrine, also known as Fushimi Inari Taisha, is a significant Shinto temple located in southern Kyoto. Behind its behind its main buildings, it is renowned for its thousands of vermilion torii gates that cross a system of paths. Within the shrine grounds, the trees go into the forested woodland of the revered Mount Inari, which rises to a height of 233 meters. Fushimi Inari is the most important of the many thousands of shrines dedicated to Inari, the Shinto god of rice. Foxes are supposed to be Inari's messengers, which is why there are so many fox statues on the shrine grounds. Fushimi Inari Shrine dates back to before Kyoto became the capital in 794. Next po. The third one is Mount Fuji or the Tokaido Shinkansen, which runs between Tokyo and Osaka. Offers views of Mount Fuji. The mountain is best viewed at Shin Fuji Station, approximately 40 to 45 minutes in the trip, and is visible on the right side of the train when traveling from Tokyo. The window side seat or seat D in green cars offers the best views. Travelers may see Mount Fuji from the trains as they speed by because the Tokaido Shinkansen travels south of the mountain. Additionally, there are several excellent locations south of the train tracks where you can see the Shinkansen trains against the backdrop of Mount Fuji. Next po. And the last one is Hiroshima Castle. Unlike castles on hills or mountains, Hiroshima Castle, also known as the Carp Castle, is a good example of a castle situated on a plain in the middle of a city. Its grounds are encircled by a moat and its main keep is 5 floors high. A shrine, several ruins, and a few rebuilt Ninomaru, second circle of defense, structures are also located inside the castle's ground. Next po. And Japan is famous for, we all know, the cherry blossoms or the sakura, traditional temples and shrines, Japanese food, cutting-edge technology, Japanese pop culture like anime and manga, samurai and geisha traditions, unique natural landscape, and impeccable public transport. Japan is most renowned for its distinct culture, which seamlessly combines the old and technological. From centuries-old shrines and zen gardens to towering skyscrapers and anime culture. The country is also well known for its fine cuisine, outstanding hospitality, and natural beauty, with iconic landmarks like Mount Fuji and cherry blossom season, attracting millions of visitors each year to Japan in a nutshell. Next po. So we have folk and traditional. First one is Hogaku. It is a traditional Japanese music that includes various instruments and melodies inspired by nature. Next one is Gagaku, and ancient court music and dance. And last one is Kabuki and No, a highly stylized traditional forms of theater that incorporate dance, music, and drama. Next, pop or modern pop music genres, including J-pop, are widely popular. Familiar naman tayo here, di ba? Parang K-pops lang din yan, BTS or Twice sa Korea. And karaoke, a Japanese creation that has become a global phenomenon. We also have karaoke here in the Philippines, kaya very familiar din tayo dito. Parang way more expensive lang sa Japan. Ganun. So, next po. So, let's move on to the iconic foods or dishes. In Japan, sushi is usually enjoyed on special occasions, such as a celebration. In past centuries, sushi referred to pickled fish, preserved in vinegar. Nowadays, sushi can be defined as a dish containing rice that has been prepared with sushi vinegar. There are many different type of sushi naman. Next po. So, ramen. Ramen restaurants or ramenya can be found in virtually every corner of the country and produce countless regional variation of this common noodle dish. Ramen are typically categorized according to their soup base, although variations that combine the different bases are not uncommon. Sikat din yan dito sa atin. Alam ko. So, next po. Tempura. Tempura can be found in many types of restaurants across the country, where it is commonly served as main dish, side dish, or as a topping for tendon rice balls or udon and soba noodles. Soba noodle dishes. Next po. So let's see the famous people in Japan. We have these three people. Next po. Hayao Miyazaki. Hayao Miyazaki was born January 5, 1941 in Tokyo, Japan. He is a Japanese director, animator, and cartoonist. He adopted several aliases throughout his career, such as Saburo Akitsu, Tsutomu Teruki, working at TMS Entertainment, and Miya Iwasaki. He is the co-founder of Studio Ghibli and is the chairman of the Tokuma Memorial Animation Cultural Foundation and Mitaka Municipal Animation Museum Art Ghibli Museum. He is also an active member of the Totoro no Furusato Foundation. Next po. Akio Morita. He helped take a small radio repair shop in a bombed-out Tokyo building and turned it into the powerhouse electronics company, the Sony Corporation. Along with the co-founder Masuro Ibuka, Morita is responsible for egging on the amazing growth of the Japanese electronics industry over the last 50 years. Morita's business strength was in his ability to study both Western and Eastern cultures and combine the best parts of each. With this expertise, he was often consulted about U.S.-Japanese trade issues. In 1993, he collapsed on a tennis court with a brain hemorrhage and consequently completely removed himself from working at Sony. He died in Tokyo of pneumonia in October 1999 at the age of 78. Sad. Next po. Ichiro Suzuki. Suzuki played baseball from an early age. Upon finishing high school, he was drafted by the Oryx Blue Wave of the Japanese Pacific League. See also Japanese baseball leagues. He saw limited action during his first two seasons because his manager disliked the young player's unorthodox batting style, a sort of pendulum motion created by kicking the front foot back and then striding forward with the swing. In 1994, a new manager gave Suzuki a starting spot on the team and let him swing the way he liked. He responded in amazing fashion, lifting his batting average to 400 during the season and finishing at 385, the second best batting mark in the history of Japanese baseball. Next po. Visa requirements for Japan or if tourist ka sa Japan. There are different types of Japanese visas, but this set of specific requirements caters to a tourist visa or those who want to visit Japan for sightseeing or leisure. Make sure to submit the complete requirements to process your visa smoothly. So first is a valid passport. Your passport needs to be signed by you and be valid for the duration of your trip to Japan. Additionally, it must be free of defacement and distortion and contain at least 2 blank pages. Second is valid application form with photo. Fill out the application for a visa to enter Japan. Make sure to complete the application in English, and if any information isn't relevant, write NA. Remember to include the application date, which is the day you signed and submitted your documents. This is the application form that may be downloaded. Please be sure to print this in A4 format. The photo should be a 4.5 cm times 3.5 cm photo with white background taken within 6 months. Dapat yung photo mo is ano pa lang, hindi tatagal ng 6 months. And write your full name and birth date on the back of the photo before pasting it on the application form. Digitally altered photos won't be accepted. Yun lang po. Thank you.
So let's go to our next country, the Mongolia. So about Mongolia, Mongolia is a landlocked country in East Asia situated between Russia and China. It is the world's most sparsely populated sovereign state, known for its vast, rich terrain that includes steppes, mountains, and the Gobi Desert. The capital and largest city is in Ulaanbaatar, and the official language is Mongolian. So ayan, ito yung flag ng Mongolia and other places na famous sa kanila. Next. Ayan, for Mongolian or Mongolia climate, Mongolia has a pronounced continental climate characterized by very cold, long winters and cool to hot summers. This climate features large annual and diurnal or day or night temperature range, with winters dominated by cold Siberian anticyclones and summers that can be hot with sudden heavy rains, precipitation is generally scanty, and winds are a frequent feature of the climate. Next, for the geography and territory, Mongolia is landlocked country in East Asia with diverse for geography and territory of Mongolia. Mongolia is landlocked country in East Asia with diverse geography, including the mountainous north and west, vast grassy steppes and Gobi Desert in the south. It is bordered by Russia to the north and China to the south, with a total area of about 1.56 million square kilometers. The country's territory features a high elevation, an extreme continental climate, and a landscape shaped by internal drainage and unique landforms. Next. And for their famous places, number one is Genghis Khan Equestrian Statue. The Genghis Khan Equestrian Statue is a massive, 40-meter tall stainless steel statue of Genghis Khan on horseback located in Boltog, Mongolia, and was completed in 2008. It is the world's tallest equestrian statue and sits atop the Genghis Khan Statue Complex, which includes a visitor center, museum, and restaurant. Next, Gobi Goorban Saikan. Gobi Goorban Saikan National Park is national park in southern Mongolia. The park was established in 1993 and expanded to its current size in 2000. The park, at nearly 27 square kilometers, is the largest national park in Mongolia, stretching 380 kilometers from east to west and 80 kilometers from north to south. Next, and last, the Baldan Berivin Monastery. Baldan Berivin Monastery is a Gelugpa Buddhism monastery located in the Barun Jargalant River Valley. Omnodelger District, Khenti Province, Mongolia. First established in 1654, the monastery grew to be one of the largest and most important in Mongolia at its height in the mid-19th century, housing up to 8,000 monks. So ayan, dito nakatira yung mga monks. So ayan, for Mongolia culture, Mongolian culture is shaped by its nomadic heritage, a blend of Tibetan Buddhism, shamanism, and animism, and strong family ties. Key aspects includes the traditional yurt or jur, nomadic lifestyle with herding, and the Naadam festival. Traditional arts include the kumei, truth singing, and the tizam dance with its elaborate mask. Next, yan, what Mongolia is famous for. Mongolia is famous for its vast, open steppes and nomadic culture, with about 30% of the population living a traditional nomadic lifestyle. It is also known as the birthplace of Genghis Khan and the Mongol Empire. Its stunning and diverse landscape like the Gawi Desert and Kubskul Lake, and for its annual Naadam Festival. Next. Going back to their traditions, the main traditional dance of Mongolia is Bielgi, a folk dance deeply connected to the country's nomadic lifestyle, performed by various ethnic groups, especially the Western Mongols or Oirats. Bielgi is characterized by its rich, colorful, colorful movements, particularly those of the upper body and arms, and has been recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage. Other traditional dances include the Tizam dance, horse rider dance, and various kaftans. And for the Mongolians' famous food include past steamed dumplings, horgog, a hot stone barbecue, tisoivan or stir-fried noodles with meat and vegetable, and rolled dried curd cheese. Other popular dishes are kushur, deep-fried meat pastries, and budog, a goat or marmot cooked with hot stones inside the carcass. So ayan, yan lang yung nai-indicate ko na picture, yung sa steamed dumplings. Next po, and for their famous people, number one is Genghis Khan, also known as Chinggis Khan, was the founder and first Khan of the Mongol Empire. And after spending most of his life uniting the Mongol tribes, he launched a series of military campaigns conquering large parts of China and Central Asia. Genghis Khan is also known for uniting the nomadic Mongol tribes, establishing the Mongol Empire, and leading military conquest that created the largest continuous empire in history. His rule was marked by both brutal warfare and significant administrative reforms, such as introducing a writing system, establishing a career service, at outlawing kidnapping and slavery, and promoting religious freedom through his empire. He united the disparate and warring nomadic tribes of the Mongolian steeping a single nation. Following his unification, he launched a series of campaigns that led to the conquest of vast territories across Asia. Next, another one is the four core members of Mongolian rock band, the Who are Galbadrag or Gala, Tisen Baatar or Nam Yansan or Jaya, Gal Samjans, Epsaikan or Enpush, Bat Gargal and Temulen or Tempa, Naran Baatar and the band gained global attention by blending traditional Mongolian folk instrument and through singing with handrak, calling their unique style Hunurak. So ayan, for other information about them, the Who are Mongolian folk rock band, and since 2018 they have released three singles and two music videos. As of May 2019, the music videos have amassed over 34 million views and are high production value. They recently finished a European tour consisting of 23 shows in 12 countries, and today they've announced a North American tour consisting of 53 concerts. Their debut album is set to release later this year. So, next, Mongolian first female head of state, but she's acting president. Ayan, Mongolia has not had a female head of state, though Sukbaatarin Yamja served as the acting head of state from 1953 to 1954 and was the first woman to hold such a high position in a fully independent country. The country's current of state is a man, which is si President Ukna Kurelsuk. Ayan, Sukbaatarin Yanchma acted as the chairwoman of the Presidium of the State Great Ural from September 1953 to July 1954, a role that was effectively the head of state at the time. She was the first woman to hold such a high position in a fully independent country, though another woman was headed. Ayan. Mongolia has recently implemented electoral law changes aimed at increasing female representation with a minimum quota of 30% for women. Candidates starting in 2024 and stated goal of increasing this to 40% in 2028. Next slide, please. Yan, for their visa requirements, Mongolia requires most foreign visitor to obtain a visa before entering the country. Though citizens of certain countries may enter visa-free for short stays under temporary programs. Travelers generally need a passport valid for at least 6 months, a completed visa application, a recent passport photo, proof of accommodation, proof of onward travel, and sometimes evidence of sufficient funds. Tourist visas typically allow stays of up to 30 days, and longer stays require registration with Mongolian immigration. So Mongolia also offers e-visas for many nationalities, which can be applied for online and are usually processed within a few days. Certain travelers may be eligible for visas on arrival at Ulaanbaatar Airport or designated borders point. It is important to note that tourist or e-visas do not permit work, and overstaying or failing to register for longer stays can result in fines or complication when exiting the country. That's all po. Salamat.
So next is I will be discussing Hong Kong, one of the most Asia's world modern and cultural diverse regions. Next po. So, Hong Kong is a special administrative region of SAR of China, meaning part siya ng China pero may sarili siyang system of government, laws, at economy. It's located on the southeastern coast of China sa Pearl River Estuary, kung saan sa South ay South China Sea at sa north naman ay Shenzhen City ng Guangdong Province. Hong Kong has an area of about 1,106 square kilometers at binubuo ito ng Hong Kong Island, the Kowloon Peninsula, the New Territories, at mahigit 200 smaller islands. The region is mostly mountainous, meaning marami itong bundok at at kaunti lang yung flatland. Ang pinakamataas na point ng Hong Kong ay Tai Musan na may taas na 957 meters above the sea level. One of the main reason kung bakit umunlad ng sombra ang Hong Kong ay dahil sa Victoria Harbor. Ito yung natural deepwater harbor na ginamit nila for trade and shipping. Because of this, naging isa ang Hong Kong sa mga pinakamahalagang international port cities in the world. So, pagdating naman sa politics, Hong Kong operates under the principle of one country, two systems. Ibig sabihin kahit part na siya ng China, may sarili pa rin siyang batas, economy, at immigration policies. Pero yung China pa rin yung may control sa defense and foreign affairs. Next po. Now let's move on the famous destination in Hong Kong. The first one is Hong Kong Disneyland. Hong Kong Disneyland is a world-famous theme park on Lantau Island and the first Disneyland built in China. It features areas like Adventureland, Fantasyland, and Tomorrowland, with rides, shows, and parades blending Disney magic with Chinese cultural elements. Second is Ocean Park, a world-class amusement and marine park located in Wong Chuk Hang and Nam Long Shan, on the southern side of Hong Kong Island. It combines thrilling rides, animal exhibits, and ocean-themed attractions. The park promotes marine conservation and education, offering panel learning experiences for visitors of all ages while showcasing Hong Kong's commitment to wildlife protection. Next po. Next is the Tiantan Buddha, commonly known as the Big Buddha. This monumental bronze statue is located Nongping, Lantau Island near Pauline Monastery. Completed in 1993, it stands 34 meters tall and weighs over 250 metric tons. The statue symbolizes the harmony between humans, nature, and religion. Visitors climb 268 steps to reach a viewing platform with panoramic views of the island and South China Sea. It is a popular site for both pilgrims and tourists seeking spiritual peace and cultural heritage. Next po. And lastly is Victoria Harbor. Victoria Harbor is a natural deepwater harbor located between Hong Kong Island and the Kowloon Peninsula, known for its stunning skyline views and busy maritime activity. It has served as an important gateway for trade since 1800s, especially during the British colonial period, when its deep water and strategic location made it one of Asia's most significant ports. Over time, land reclamation and urban development transformed the areas around the harbor, turning it into a major center for business, tourism, and transportation. Today, Victoria Harbor remains a symbol of Hong Kong's economic growth and global connection to the world. Next po. So, we have traditional and popular dances, lion dance, dragon dance, and modern pop dance. Next po. So, lion dance is a traditional Chinese dance performed during Lunar Year and special celebration to bring good luck and drive away evil spirits. Next po. Dragon dance, a festive performance featuring a long, colorful dragon symbolizing strength, prosperity, and success. Next po. Lastly, modern pop dance. With the influence of Western media, K-pop and street dance styles have become popular among Hong Kong youth, often seen in local talent shows and city festivals. Next po. And of course, we have pop song, Canto Pop, So, Cantopop, short for Cantonese pop music genre that started in Hong Kong during the 1970s. What makes it unique is that it combines Western pop styles like rock, jazz, and dance music with Cantopop lyrics and Chinese musical influences. So, kaya talagang special siya because it mix East and West in one genre. So, yung Cantopop is naging malaking bahagi ng entertainment industry sa Hong Kong at nakatulong para mapalaganap yung kultura ng Hong Kong sa buong Asia. So through this music, people from the countries get to know more about Hong Kong's language, lifestyle, and artistic style. But some of the most cantopop artists are Anita Mui, Leslie Cheung, Jackie Chung, and Eason Chan. They played a big role in making cantopop recognized internationally, not just in Hong Kong or Asia, but even around the world. Next po. Thank you. So now let's move on. The famous food of Hong Kong. The first one is dim sum. Dim sum is a Cantonese meal of small bite-sized dishes like dumplings and buns, usually served in bamboo steamers made from rice flour, pork, shrimp, and vegetables, and is typically enjoyed during breakfast or lunch with Chinese tea. Second is roast goose and char siu, or barbecue pork. These are famous Cantonese meat dishes known for this rich flavor and crispy texture. Made from marinated goose roasted until crispy, while char siu is pork cooked with sweet soy and honey glaze. Next po. So here the iconic people of Hong Kong, Jackie Chan and Leslie Cheung. Jackie Chan is a world-famous actor, martial artist, and film director. He's best known for its acrobatic fighting style, comedy, humor, and amazing stunts. And what's really impressive is that he does most of his stunts by himself without using a stunt double, kaya sobrang admire siya ng mga fans all over the world. So, he became an international superstar because of movies like Police Story and Rush Hour, which is, ayan, nakalagay dyan. So, yung Police Story is tungkol siya sa action film series kung saan ginampanan niya yung mga role ng isang matapang na police. It's full of intense fight scenes and dangerous stunts that really show how talented and dedicated he is. On the other hand, Rush Hour is Western action comedy film kung saan partner niya si Chris Tucker. Dahil sa movie na ito, nakilala siya hindi lang siya sa Asia, kundi pati na sa Hollywood. Next po. Next is Leslie Cheung. Leslie Cheung was a singer and actor, and he's known as one of the pioneers of cantopop, or Cantonese pop music. He played a big role in shaping Hong Kong's entertainment industry and had a huge influence across Asia. People admired him not only for his amazing voice but also his charisma and acting visibility, meaning he could handle both serious and emotional roles very well. He starred in famous movies like Farewell, My Concubine, and Happy Together. So, ayan, yung Farewell and Concubine is historical drama siya about sa two Peking opera actors, and it became one of the most internationally recognized Chinese film. Meanwhile, Happy Together is a romantic drama about the turbulent relationship between two men. Next po. So, Hong Kong visa requirements is The first one is, as Pilipino, no visa needed tayo for stay up to 14 days. Ibig sabihin, visa free entry tayo basta pang short visit like tourism, shopping, or visiting friends. So, pangalawa is kailangan ng valid passport natin for at least 6 months. Ito yung unang tinitignan ng immigration. So, dapat sure tayo na updated. Next is kailangan natin magpakita ng return or onward ticket para makita ng immigration na babalik tayo after the trip. Kasama na rin dito yung hotel booking or address na lang tutulayan natin sa Hong Kong. And syempre, kailangan din natin ng financial proof like cash, bank statement, or credit card para mapakita na kaya nating suportahan yung pinagstayan natin doon. So, minsan, tatanungin ka rin about yung purpose of travel. So, dapat ready ka lang sagutin na tourism lang or visit. And optional pero helpful kung may dala kang COE, company ID or school ID para makita nila na babalik ka sa Pilipinas. Upon arrival, kailangan din natin mag-submit ng arrival card, either digital or paper form. So, no fee yung 14 days visa entry. So, wala tayong babayaran. Pero kung plano mong magstay ng more than 14 days doon, kailangan mag-apply ng visa at fill out ID 1003A form. So, next po. Now, let's tackle the next country, which is Macau. Next po. Macau is actually special administrative region of SAR of China. So, same lang siya ng Hong Kong na part siya ng China pero may sariling system of government. It's located the southern coast ng China near Hong Kong and it's really small. Around 33 square kilometers lang. Despite being small, Macau is the one of the most crowded places in the world. It made up the Macau Peninsula, Taipa, and Colon Islands. And these are now connected by reclaimed land called the Cotai Strip. So yung Macau Peninsula is the oldest and most developed part, habang yung Taipa at Colon naman ay more on residential at tourist areas. It borders Zhuhai City sa north and the South China Sea sa south and east. The climate there is subtropical, meaning mainit at humid sa summer at mild naman sa winter. Over the years, Macau has grown through the land reclamation, kaya nadagdagan yung area nila for buildings, hotels, and tourist attractions. Now, when it comes to the politics, Macau follows the next po. Now, when it comes to the politics, Macau follows the one country, two system principle. This means Macau belongs to China pero may sarili siyang laws, government, and even currency, called the Macanese Pataka. Macau used to under Portuguese rule, pero noong December 20, 1999, it was officially returned to China. After that, Macau kept its own chief executive, legislative, assembly, and legal system, while China handles only defense and foreign affairs. So, in short, Macau is small but very successful. It's a great example of how place can balance Chinese and Western influences, both in its culture and government, while continuing to grow as a tourism economic hub in Asia. Next po. So, Macau famous tourist destination. The first one is ruins of St. Paul's. Ruins of St. Paul's is most famous landmark in Macau and the symbol of the city's history. It was originally of a 17th century church called St. Paul's College and Church of Mater Dei, but it was destroyed by fire in 1835 and Ang natira na lang ngayon is yung stone facade or yung harapang bahagi ng simbahan, which is, ayan. So, kahit ruins na lang siya, it still shows Macau's unique mix of Portuguese and Chinese culture. So, makikita sa design ng structure yung influence ng dalawang kultura. The site offers a great view of the city and is one of the most photographed spots in Macau. Next po. So next is the Venetian Macau. Venetian Macau is the one of the largest casino resorts in the world, inspired by Venice, Italy. It officially opened in 2007 and is located on the Cotai Strip in Macau. So inside, makikita natin yung indoor canals with gondola rides, luxury shops, fine dining restaurant, at isang napakalaking casino floor. So, mayroon din itong around 3,000 hotel suites, shopping malls, convention center, at arena for concerts and events. It is also had a sky-painted ceiling that makes you feel like you're walking under real daylight, which adds to the Venetian vibe. Tourists visits not just to gamble but also to experience its elegant design, grand architecture, and romantic atmosphere. Next is Macau Tower. So Macau Tower is a 338-meter entertainment and observation tower in Macau, known for its panoramic cities views, restaurants, and extreme activities like the world-famous bungee jump. It was inspired by businessman Dr. Stanley Ho after he saw a similar tower in Auckland, New Zealand. So construction began in 1998 and the tower officially opened to the public in 2001, becoming one of the Macau's most iconic landmarks and top tourist attractions. Next po. So, lastly, Senado Square. So, Senado Square is one of Macau's most famous public squares, recognized for its wave pattern Portuguese mosaic pavement, pastel-colored historic buildings, and its role as the central area for festivals and community gatherings. Dating back to the 16th century during the early Portuguese settlement, it served as Macau's political and commercial center and was named after the nearby Real Senado, the former municipal council building. So over time, Senado Square became an important hub for trade, government activities, and cultural exchange between China and Portugal, symbolizing Macau's unique blend and Eastern and Western heritage. So, Macau folk, traditional and folk dances. The first one is lion dance, and the second one is Portuguese folk dance. Next po. So, lion dance is a traditional dance performed in Macau during important celebration, business openings, and cultural events. Two dancers perform inside a lion costume, showing powerful and acrobatic movements to the beat of drums and cymbals. The dance symbolizes courage, joy, and good fortune. It is often performed to bring luck and drive away negativity, making it a highlight of many festivals. Next po. Thank you. So, Portuguese folk dance. Because Macau was once Portuguese colony, Portuguese folk dances have become part of its cultural identity. These dances are performed during heritage festivals and cultural exchange events, featuring dances in traditional Portuguese costumes, So the performances are lively and joyful, often involving fierce dancing to folk music played with guitars and accordions, showing the western side of Macau's mixed culture. So next is Macau folk song. The famous folk song in Macau is called Macau Sam Asi. It is a traditional Macanese folk song that tells the story of three women from Macau, showing the blend of Chinese and Portuguese culture. So, the song is sung in Patois, a Crow language that mixes Portuguese and Cantonese. Now, Patwa is considered endangered kasi konti na lang yung marunong magsalita nito. Mostly, mga older generations na lang. So, the younger people in Macau don't usually speak Patwa anymore kasi mas ginagamit na nila yung Cantonese, Portuguese, or English in daily life. Kaya true songs like Macau Sam Asi, people try to keep the language and culture alive. So this song is often performed during Macanese cultural events and festivals, reminding everyone of Macau's unique heritage and identity. So it's not just a music, it's also a way of preserving their history and traditions. Next, the next is Macau famous food. The first one is Portuguese egg tarts, a world-famous dessert that originated from Colon Island. It features a flaky, crispy crust filled with creamy egg custard and caramelized top. Introduced by Portuguese settlers, the Macau version becomes sweeter and more popular worldwide, especially from the Lord Stowe's bakery when it gained iconic status. So the second one is pork chop bun, one of the Macau's most popular street foods. It made with a juicy marinated pork chop sandwich between a crispy Portuguese style bun. Often compared a burger, it is quick, tasty, and symbolizes Macau fusion and East and West cuisine. Next po. So here's the iconic people. Henrique de Sena Fernandez and Maria Cordero. Next po. So, si Henrique de Sena Fernandez ay isang famous Macanese writer and lawyer. He was born on October 15, 1923 in Macau. Isa siya sa mga pinaka-respetadong authors na nagpakita ng unique culture ng Macau. A blend of Portuguese and Chinese influences. Some of his famous novels are Love and Dedication and The Bewitching Braid, kung saan ipinakita niya yung love, struggles, and identity ng mga Macanese people. So, bukod sa pagiging writer, he was also a lawyer who contributed to his local community. So, pumanaw siya noong 2010, but he left behind a great legacy in Macanese literature that continues to be recognized today. Next po. So, next is si Maria Cordero. Si Maria Cordero naman ay isang well-known Macanese singer, actress, at TV host. So, ipinanganak siya noong February 19, 1954 sa Macau din. Kilala rin siya sa tawag na Fat Mama dahil sa kanyang cheerful personality, motherly image, at of course sa kanyang chubby figure na naging trademark niya. So, sumikat siya noong 1980s dahil sa kanyang strong and soulful na singing voice, pati na rin sa energetic stage presence niya. Aside from performing, she is also known for hosting, cooking, and lifestyle programs that promote Macanese food and culture. So through her talent and charm, she became one of Macau's most loved entertainers and continues to be admired for representing Macanese identity and pride. Next po. So lastly is Macau visa requirements. So the first is visa free. Sa Macau for up to 30 days, ibig sabihin, hindi na natin kailangan mag-apply ng visa kung short trip like tourism or visiting friends. So, second is dapat yung passport natin is valid for at least 6 months. Ito talaga yung unang chine-check ng immigration, so siguraduhin nating updated. Next, kailangan natin magpakita ng return or onward ticket para makita nila na aalis tayo within the allowed 30 days. Kasama na rin dito yung hotel booking and address na tutulayan natin. Parang same lang siya sa Hong Kong visa requirements. So, kailangan din natin ng financial proof like cash, bank statement, or credit card para mapakita natin na tutustusan natin yung pag-stay natin doon. So, ganun din, kapag tinanong din, dapat clear tayo sa purpose of visit, usually tourism, shopping, or visiting someone. Optional pero helpful din yung kung may dala tayong COE, company ID or school ID para ipakita na may babalikan tayo sa Pilipinas. So, pagdating naman sa Macau, mag-fill out lang yung tayo ng arrival card. So, wala ring bayad yung 30-day visa, free entry, pero kung plano mag-stay more than 30 days doon pa lang tayo kailangan mag-apply ng proper visa. That's all. Thank you.